What's up everybody, it's 8-Bit Villain here. I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about the Season 2 Early Access. Now, a lot of people are very upset about a lot of things in Early Access. I'm upset maybe about one or two, maybe three things, and I'm not going to mention them because they've been mentioned over and over and over and over again, very disrespectfully, in various forums and Facebook pages and whatnot. But anyway, I'm going to give you guys what I think about it, minus all the negativity, starting with my main character, Orchid. I love her changes. A lot of people say she's OP, but I don't really think that she is, looking at her from not just because she's my character, but because she's just not OP. Everybody wants to jump to conclusions, nerf this, buff that. Everybody's a crybaby. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm not going to hold anything back. I don't care what some of the top guys think about what I say. First of all, they're not listening to me because I'm nobody anyway. But a few of them have heard what I said about them being crybabies, and they just get, I don't know, man, they just get really salty and they cry even more. But anyways, the changes for Orchid that I love personally are her crouching mediums. They're a little bit quicker. They're the range is slightly improved, and I think they're just better overall. I don't know anything official changed on her slide or the blockade runner, but it seems that it did on block. It seems like now when that is blocked, I have a very small window to throw another attack. Whereas in Season 1, if that was blocked, I'm pretty much boned, and I'm going to get punished hard. But it seems to be different. Her grenade, a lot of people think is ridiculously overpowered, and I don't, because it has a pretty decent amount of startup, and it's easily avoidable. Now, another thing people bitch about the grenade is that it can interrupt their combos. So, for example, if I throw out the grenade, and then they start comboing me, the grenade goes off and ends their combo, and therefore I can jump on the offensive. A lot of people hate that. I think maybe that's the way it was intended to be used. I don't know for sure. I'm not lurking on the forums 100% of my day. Not that that's a bad thing for people who go check out forums. I used to do that all the time, but I don't have the time for it anymore. But a lot of people think she's OP, and she's definitely not bottom tier. I'll agree to that. But then again, tier lists for Season 2 right now are ridiculously stupid because, first of all, none of the other characters are out. And this is only early access. It's basically a beta, guys. So just chill the hell out. Seriously, you guys are getting ridiculous about the nerfs, this, buff, that stuff.
Yo, check this out.
Another thing I liked about the early access is TJ Combo. He is a blast. I'm terrible with him because I didn't put in a whole lot of time with him, but he's awesome, very awesome. He has a lot of Saber Wolf inputs, which I'm not really a fan of. I'm a more of a quarter circle kind of dude. I prefer that style, but he's a lot of fun, and his auto barrage is pretty cool and not exactly easy to use, which is a good thing if you ask me. Another change that I liked is changes to Jago. His instinct, in my opinion, is so much better than what it used to be. Instead of just walking and gaining life, which I thought was kind of boring. It was kind of like an auto instinct where you didn't really have to do anything. You just had to move and regain life, which really wasn't all that fun to me. Now when he pops the instinct, he throws double fireballs, and each fireball that hits replenishes a bit of his health. I'm not sure the exact number. It's a percentage of each fireball, I believe. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. But yeah, the new fireball life replenishment instinct I think is a lot cooler. It's a lot more fun, it's a lot more interactive. Don't just pop instinct and, you know, walk around and try to dish out your highest combo possible, which I just did 85% right there. That was pretty sweet. a lot of people are bitching about manuals in this game. They're too easy now. It's more of a 50-50 game, they say, which I guess is true. But why is that a bad thing? Everybody is now on an even playing field. And to me, that makes the game better. Manuals, for some people, were not easy. For some people, not everybody, they were pretty easy for me. They weren't the easiest thing in the world. Breaking manuals, I don't care what anybody says, was difficult. You didn't really have a whole lot of time to react. That's just my opinion. That opinion seems to be widespread, depending on seemingly which area of the United States you ask. East Coast people, for some reason, think that manuals were extremely easy to break. I didn't really see it that way. Then again, I don't have gigantic amounts of time to put into the game. I do spend quite a bit of time in the lab, which I think everybody should do before you start bitching about nerfs and buffs. You should get in the lab and see how things work. Don't just say, oh my god, that's so OP, because you have a hard time blocking it or avoiding it, or you can't break it. And it doesn't mean it's OP. That means you have a hard time with it. You know, get in the lab, improve, adapt. It's not all on the developers and OP moves and stuff like that. What else did I want to talk about today? I belong to a few Killer Instinct Facebook groups. That's what I want to talk about. You know, today's gamer is a whiny bitch. And I don't want to offend anybody, but does anybody remember the days of the NES when games were difficult and they didn't hold your hand and developers weren't there to listen to your complaints and kiss your ass, which a lot of developers do? Back in the day, games were hard, and you had to repeat things and learn, and you had 3 guys most of the time, and limited continues. Games were hard, people. I don't think that you should be so entitled where you can harass developers and try to get them to change things to your liking. I can't stand that. I don't know what's up with that. This is not your copy of Killer Instinct, per se. This is everybody's Killer Instinct. You do not get things made specifically for you. And that goes for all the top guys. I don't care who you are. Stop your bitching. You are making the community not as awesome as it once was. When this game first came out, the community was awesome. And then it just turned into complete shit almost overnight. I like the changes to Fulgore. His teleport moves are now mapped to the old charge command, which thankfully is gone. That was the stupidest thing about this game, in my opinion, was having to stop playing Fulgore to charge your meter. I thought that was absolutely horrendous. I love the guys at Double Helix. They made a great game, but Fulgore was completely unfun to play. A lot of people were great with them. That's awesome. But I know a lot of people also hated stopping to charge your meter. And with Season 1 Fulgore, you didn't have meter. You weren't guaranteed to lose, but you were definitely at a disadvantage. Those are my thoughts on Season 2. I'm enjoying it. There are definitely things wrong with it. But guys, it's called Early Access for a reason. It's kind of a beta. They're listening to your feedback. One other thing. When you give a developer feedback, don't be a fucking asshole about it. You know, tell them what you think is broken, respectfully. Now, I know there's a certain developer on the Iron Galaxy team who likes to respond sarcastically and is sometimes a bit of an asshole, even though I am a fan of him. Sometimes his replies are unnecessary, and I feel it adds fuel to the fire. That kind of stuff only makes the guys who are complaining about the game even more angry, and they're just going to keep coming at you harder. So maybe you should keep your responses not so salty. Take the criticism of the game you are creating better, in my opinion. I'm a big fan of that developer. I won't say his name. You guys all know who he is. He's a really cool guy. I've met him on a few occasions. Really nice guy. He's a bit defensive about the game, though. And I would be too, working on something that you're proud of. But that's it for me, guys. That's my opinion on Season 2. I'm enjoying it. Like I said, there are bugs, but I'm really confident they're going to get worked out. I don't think anybody is OP. I also don't think anybody is weak in this game right now. Again, those are just my opinions. I like to think I know what I'm talking about when it comes to fighting games. I've been playing them since Street Fighter 2 in the arcade, and I have not stopped playing them since then. This has been the 8-Bit Villain. Guys, thank you so much for checking out my video. If you liked it, please leave a comment down below or hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. It really helps out. And look forward to more content coming soon, guys. Thanks a lot.